Oh, we are live on YouTube, on Instagram. This is the Wisdom Wednesday of the week. And we are connecting to the space that we are today. We are tuning into the energy of the world, which is kind of intense these days, while we are also kind of tuning into ourselves and our role in this. So we have different roles in the world. Hello, more people coming in. That's cute. Nice to see you. We are talking a little bit about the in-between today. We talked a little bit about it last time. So if you weren't there, go check it out. And if you're really seeing this later, then check that out too. We had a retreat a couple of weeks ago, and we're having a new one next week. It's like how life is. Like sometimes you have a high of something happening in life, and then you kind of come down in between, and then you can come up again. So we're kind of moving energy. That is kind of what the focus is here. So we're going to move some energy today. We're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to have a little bit of meditation afterwards to kind of enjoy the space and kind of allow yourself to kind of move back into yourself from wherever you are. You have tentacles, you're kind of like a spider out there, like tuning into the world, and it's been kind of intense for some weeks, but there's starting to become a glimmer of hope. So we have to be like pull in and become kind of, you have to climb into our own space, our own house, our own shelter, which kind of represents ourselves. So then we get kind of confronted with ourselves, our own patterns, our own thoughts, our own dynamics with our family, with our friends, with our parents, with our kids, with our work. And then as we kind of pull in, then we get to like see what is going on. We get confronted with it. So in the same way, we kind of opened up to that energy last time in the retreat, kind of opened up and tuned into the retreat, to the world, tuned into ourselves, like elevated the energy. And then as that energy is kind of digested and released, then we are kind of coming into the in-between. So we didn't really tell you when the next retreat was going to be, because it kind of created the void in between where you hit the not knowing, the unknown. And that is kind of where we kind of need to start enjoying our place. The unknown is the place where we don't know what happens. And that is kind of the world right now. Like every country is a little bit like unknown. We don't really know where everybody's going. We don't know how long it's going to last. Some countries are doing better. Some countries aren't. So we're kind of in the unknown. And it kind of like releases a lot of energy. Like some people like gets it in their face, some people in their chest, some people on the body in different ways. Breathing, really opening up to yourself is like the chest really symbolizes like love, opening up to connection. And that is where everybody is now these days. We're kind of really connecting as a whole, as mass consciousness coming together more and find our own place in it. So these sessions, one-on-ones and those, your own body is like your mirror to where you are, like what you are holding on to specifically in your life. So then you're every person is different, just like every country is different. You see the difference between Sweden and Norway and America. Like some people are like more out and partying and living life. Other people are more like protective and nervous and frustrated. Just like the same, like every person has a different vibe to it when it comes to how much out or in you are in your life. So every client I have, you could see that some people are more nervous, some people more aggressive, some more sad, some people more excited. We have all these different energies. So we kind of have to kind of tune into the balance of these things. So when we kind of like, when we're out and about, we're always like kind of moving around and we're just doing, and people can just love being productive and having one creative outlet after another. But we also forget that, or we often forget that we also need the other. We need the rest. We need to release, and that can be like at nighttime we release, or we can release when we're on a vacation. But we also can release when we eat food, or we have sex, or when we take a shower or go for a walk. But the more and more you connect to it, the more everything can be a release to it. So it is actually something that is very natural to us, but that we have kind of forgotten to take into account as we are focused on doing life, surviving life, and we forget that health really comes when we start allowing our nervous system, our health to kind of thrive, ourselves to thrive. That means that we are allowing our hearts to open, our blessed feeling of living to be. So that is really what we can allow. I didn't really think too much about this because most people don't really believe in this. I didn't really believe in this. This is just because everything in society is just organized and everybody's just kind of, like that, suddenly stopping up, feeling it in the body, maybe feeling a little cold, or suddenly feeling it in your heart. Kind of when somebody's like getting rejected, you feel kind of sad suddenly. It's a sadness when you connect with your heart, or with your mind when you feel kind of rejected. So there's different ways of kind of like pulling back, but that is what we're doing in the in-between, and that's kind of perfect. Between one retreat to the next, we have to kind of tune in and release and forget me, forget you, forget everything. And then we can build up to the next one. So it's fun that some people came here today. We are gonna go into the second part of this retreat or this session, the meditation part. First, we're gonna disconnect the Instagram live. I'm gonna just hit it off and on, so I get to save this one, and then I'm gonna tune it up again, and we're gonna do the meditation part. And if you need to go to the toilet or just release and get some more water, do that, and then we'll come back in a minute. Okay, I will turn off this one. And now, share true stories. And I will be back in 2 seconds. Let me see here. Good, we're live again with Instagram. I'm gonna just get some more water and we will do a little meditation together, so stay put. And we are back, whether you're on YouTube or on Instagram, whether you are seeing this a little bit later today or right now. We're kind of testing out a little bit just how we save these Instagram lives and how we can kind of keep them going. So if you get comfortable wherever you are, on the couch or bed or wherever, we're gonna go down and move some energy. It's kind of the beauty of being a little bit group is that there kind of creates like a group energy dynamic as well. So the simplicity of relaxation is such that it's so easy, but we still grow in that relaxation, grow in the understanding of it, as relaxation is keeps broadening as your body empties out and your mind empties and your heart empties out, and you become kind of more one with awareness, one with everything around you. This can sound hard, like weird for most people, but haven't done it for 20 years, then it kind of shifts your consciousness and your connection with your body and the way you can feel your body, and it kind of brings you back into your childhood where you actually were naturally open and relaxed. But since your consciousness was so empty and silent at the time, that it just, you kind of forgotten it. So it requires a more silent consciousness to return to that feeling, to that space again. So if you get down, you're gonna drop those shoulders a little bit, shake them a little bit, drop that chest, allowing it to kind of come in. And remember, there's just this energy, this breath that is natural there in everybody, we're kind of reconnecting with, opening up to, and that connects with you in a bigger way, in a more effortless way. So that is kind of what we're reconnecting with. And that kind of becomes a breath. Becomes life. That is really what breath is. It's just when the breathing happens, it happens without you actually having to do anything. The energy flows in the body without you doing anything. That is the beauty of the effortlessness of this. So we're kind of just tapping into the effortlessness. You can suddenly feel like you're burning in your hands or your skin, or tingling or an itch, kind of like a heaviness in your chest or your shoulders as they kind of relax. And you kind of, as this relaxation, you're actually opening up to the energy field around you, because we are like more than just the body. We are like the energy around, all around us is like our connection to the space. And then it kind of sinks back into our shoulders, into our chest, into our spine. And it kind of drops down into our hips, our legs, opens up the whole the hip bones, opening up the leg bones, the buttock, the bottom of your buttocks, dropping down into where the sitting bones kind of, and then allowing that energy to kind of start sinking deeper into your legs, into your feet. And the breath actually becomes more silent as you become more silent, as you become more at ease. And the shoulders drops even more. And the chest drops even more. And as in this collapse, we kind of hit in between the void space, that which we kind of are, and the body starts awakening. It comes light through every pore, like opening up, just cute. And you can kind of silently start coming back, or you can just relax again. Thank you for coming today. And if you tune into this later, um, there is no difference between now and later. And hopefully you will come and check out my retreat next week. That's going to be fun. Like, we have 5 days to go deeper, kind of. And if you didn't follow the last retreat, you can always tune that into that before the next retreat and just enjoy these times of shelter and fun. And thank you for any donations. That is always also appreciated. That is part of me bringing this out, giving back. And I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. Have a beautiful Wednesday, guys.